Before we get into it, I got to say, welcome back to my channel. I don't know how you got here, but I'm so glad you're here. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and subscribe. Hit that notification bell beside subscribe. Make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever. In the world of sister wives, drama, conflict, and intense family dynamics are nothing new. However, in a recent live session, Tony Padron, husband of Kody Brown Padron, shocked fans when he took to social media and made scathing remarks about Meri Brown, one of Kody Brown's wives. Tony, typically known for his quieter role in the family, slammed Meri in an unexpected and direct manner, calling her delusional and criticizing her behavior in a public statement. This outburst quickly became a hot topic of discussion among Sister Wives fans, sparking heated debates and sending shockwaves through the Brown family's fanbase. To fully understand the context of Tony's fiery remarks, it's important to take a step back and look at the relationship dynamics within the Brown family. Sister Wives chronicles the life of Kody Brown, his 4 wives, Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn, and their 18 children. Over the years, viewers have watched the complexities of polygamy play out on television, with each wife carving out her own space within the family, navigating the shared husband, and handling the emotional and logistical intricacies of such an arrangement. Tony, who married Kody's daughter Kody, has always kept a relatively low profile on the show. He is often seen as a supportive partner to Kody, but his role in the family's drama has been largely secondary. However, in this instance, Tony found himself embroiled in the drama when he lashed out at Meri during a live stream, a decision that seemed to come from years of built-up frustration and tension. What triggered Tony's outburst? To understand why Tony Padron took the step of publicly criticizing Meri Brown, it's essential to examine some of the recent events in the Sister Wives series and the public fallout within the family. Meri's relationship with Kody Brown has been a point of contention for quite some time. The couple's marriage has been a roller coaster of emotional turmoil, with Kody expressing little interest in Meri and Meri, in turn attempting to find emotional fulfillment outside of the relationship, such as her brief involvement with another man, a situation that was widely publicized. Meri's strained relationship with Kody has also been compounded by her role in the broader family dynamic. Over the years, she has often been portrayed as the wife who feels left out and neglected, especially in comparison to Robyn, who has become Kody's favored partner. Meri's isolation has been evident on the show, and her attempts to navigate the challenges of polygamy have led to much of her public persona being one of frustration and disappointment. From Tony's perspective, Meri's behavior likely appeared to be increasingly toxic, not just for Kody, but for the entire family. His comment calling her delusional could be rooted in his perception that Meri's actions and attitudes were out of touch with reality. Whether it was her reluctance to truly accept the end of her marriage to Kody, her ongoing social media posts that seemed to contradict the reality the family was facing, or her tendency to engage in online feuds, Tony may have seen her as someone who was unwilling to confront the truth and move forward. Tony's criticism, a deeper look. When Tony called Meri delusional in his recent live stream, it wasn't just an offhand remark. It seemed like the culmination of years of frustration, watching from the outside as the drama of Meri's life unfolded in the public eye. Tony, who is not directly involved in the romantic relationships between Kody and his wives, could have felt that Meri was clinging to a fantasy or a version of reality that no longer existed, especially as the other wives had made it clear that their marriages to Kody were evolving or ending. But Tony's words didn't stop at merely calling Meri delusional. He also voiced his disappointment in how Meri had conducted herself over the years. He expressed that, rather than moving on from her relationship with Kody, she had seemingly chosen to remain stuck in a state of denial, making herself a source of emotional turmoil for the rest of the family. This could be interpreted as Tony's way of saying that Meri was not only harming herself, but was also negatively affecting the dynamic within the Brown family. It must have been challenging to watch someone who was once part of a cohesive family unit now seem so detached and, at times, erratic. His remarks could be seen as an attempt to call out Meri for her lack of growth and her failure to adjust to the realities of her situation. In contrast, Tony and Mykelti's relationship, while also unconventional in some ways, seemed to reflect a healthier and more realistic approach to marriage and family life. Meri's response and family fallout. Meri Brown, of course, did not take kindly to being publicly insulted by Tony. Known for her strong online presence, she wasted no time responding to the allegations made by Tony during the live stream. Meri posted a series of cryptic social media updates that hinted at her emotional turmoil in the wake of Tony's comments. Her post suggested that she was hurt by the public criticism, particularly from someone who was married to her daughter, Mykelti. Meri's response to Tony's criticism was not just about defending her actions, but also about protecting her place in the family. For Meri, the Sister Wives franchise has been her life for years. Her involvement in the family and the show has been a major part of her identity. So being criticized by someone like Tony, who she may have viewed as an outsider, likely struck a nerve. There was also a sense of betrayal from Meri's perspective. Tony, being married to Mykelti, was considered family, and Meri might have expected more loyalty from him. Instead, he publicly tore into her, calling her delusional and accusing her of not facing the reality of her situation. In many ways, this criticism was a public humiliation for Meri, and it became an emotional moment in the ongoing drama of the Brown family. For the rest of the family, Tony's comments have been a topic of intense discussion. Mykelti, who is generally known to be more diplomatic, might have been caught in the middle of this heated exchange. As much as she is loyal to her husband, she also maintains a close relationship with her mother. It's unclear how this public feud will affect her relationship with Meri moving forward, but it undoubtedly adds a layer of tension to an already complex family dynamic. The bigger picture: family dynamics and the toll of polygamy. Tony's outburst is a stark reminder of the emotional toll that polygamy can take on relationships within a family. Kody Brown's multiple marriages have always been the core of Sister Wives, but as time goes on, the cracks in the foundation of those marriages are becoming more apparent. The constant tension, emotional frustration, and unmet expectations have left lasting scars, particularly for the wives who feel emotionally neglected. Meri, in particular, has been the focus of much of this turmoil. Her ongoing struggle to find her place in Kody's life, combined with the emotional strain of being part of a family that is clearly unraveling, has likely led to her increasingly erratic behavior. Whether it's her social media posts, her strained relationships with the other wives, or her desperate attempts to maintain her connection with Kody, Meri has often come across as someone who is stuck in a cycle of denial and emotional disillusionment. On the other hand, Tony's comments reflect a younger perspective, a viewpoint that is less forgiving and more willing to call out perceived weaknesses within the family dynamic. As someone who has married into the family, Tony may feel a sense of responsibility to protect Mykelti from the dysfunction and drama that he perceives in Meri. This public confrontation also highlights the generational divide within the family. Older members like Meri and Kody may struggle to adapt to changing circumstances, while younger members like Tony and Mykelti are able to distance themselves from the emotional baggage and pursue more straightforward paths. Moving forward, what's next for Meri, Tony, and the Brown family? As the dust settles from Tony's scathing remarks, it's unclear how the fallout will affect the Brown family moving forward. Meri's personal journey is one of profound change, and her decision to continue her involvement in the family dynamic remains uncertain. Will she continue to try to rebuild her relationship with Kody, or has she finally accepted that the marriage is no longer salvageable? For Tony, this live stream moment could mark the beginning of a new, more vocal role within the family's drama. If he feels strongly enough to publicly criticize a prominent figure like Meri, it's possible that he could become more involved in the family's conflicts going forward. Whether his role will be seen as a positive one, offering a fresh perspective, or as someone who is unnecessarily stirring the pot. Implications of this public confrontation also speak to the complexity of polygamous family dynamics. The Sister Wives series has been a window into the emotional and psychological toll of living in such a unique family structure. For fans, this latest controversy between Tony and Meri is yet another example of how the Brown family's personal struggles are far from over. As the family continues to evolve, so too will their relationships, sometimes for the better, and sometimes, as in Tony's case, for the worse. Hot topic you'll want to discuss over here on my channel, please, by all means. Let me know in the comments below, or you can email me. My email is always open to suggestions, hot topic discussions. All the things. My email is linked in the description below every video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell. Besides subscribe, make sure it's set to all so you'll be notified whenever I upload. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. More in the comments below. All Sister Wives in US update. Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, Robyn Brown, Mykelti Padron, Kody Brown. Related. For you, recently uploaded.